Hey, this is Russell Whitney, and I just got back from an amazing event here in Miami, Florida. So I flew in yesterday from New York, doing one of my own events out there. We saw amazing amount of people. We did over 200 conversions, which is great. 20% of the room closed off of a free audience, cold traffic. That's really good to do. So I landed yesterday at around 5 o'clock. Wife picked me up from the airport, and this morning I got up just to go. I got invited to Mr. Grant Cardone's sales boot camp, and this invite was from the coaching call that we had. Not coaching call, but the interview that we had. After our interview that you see on Grant Cardone TV and YouTube channel, I went in and I had a private one-on-one meeting. And during that meeting, me and Grant were talking about the packages that he could be selling at his sales boot camp. So originally at his sales boot camp, he only had two packages to offer, and it was just Cardone University. It was a $9,000 and a $5,000. After our meeting, come to find out, they ended up creating about 5 packages that went from $5,000 and jumped all the way up to $100,000. And I believe every single package they had there, 100% is worth the investment that the client is putting out. The value is 100% there of what you get and what you receive. So he took that information, ended up creating some packages that they didn't have before. And, you know, he was kind of focused, I believe, and the team maybe were focused on sales boot camp. Well, okay, it's a sales boot camp. However, one of the big key ingredients that most salespeople are missing is not necessarily the selling part, is getting the client, getting the customer. How do you generate leads? So I believe they created 3 packages that went on branding, generating leads, marketing for the client, and doing a done-for-you marketing service. Now, Robert, who I work with in their office, the guy's absolutely amazing. 100% would say he's a perfect person you want to work with. Has now been responsible for this weekend's event that they have, about 100 students in the room. 50% of the revenue came from those new packages that were created after that meeting. 50% or more of that revenue. So right there tells you, when you're doing an event, it's always good to seek and get some outside help from an expert like myself and my team to see, are you really putting the right packages together? Are you really thinking what the client needs? And are you asking the right price for those packages? There's a couple other things that I noticed in the room that I would do a little bit differently if I was running that event personally myself. One of the biggest things that I saw in the room was branding. Branding was bare in the room. There was 2 signs in the entire room, and it was just a ballroom with a screen, 1 screen. I'd have 2 screens always. Never have 1 screen when you're doing a 3-day. So 2 screens. The other thing was branding of the packages that they were selling. There was just 1 sign or 2 signs. One was a 10X sign, one was a Grant Cardone, I think, acquisition sign. However, the stage had nothing, no signage, and the side of the rooms didn't either. So here's what I would have done. I would have had signage in the front of the room. I would have had every package that I'm offering right there in front of the room. I had names for the package. You could do silver, gold, diamond, titanium, or you could do the accelerator, or the done for you, or, you know, the executive package, whatever name you come up with. Have those packages with images on them that they can see in front of them the whole time, letting them know, hey, these are the packages we have. They're here for you to invest in and take action on. Next piece is testimonials. There was no testimonial signs in the hallway. There was no testimonial signs that were inside of the room. So testimonials sell. People want to hear a third-party person say, this is a great product, this is what I generated, this is how it helped me, this is how it saved my family, this is how it put more money in my bank account, take more vacations, whatever it is. So I would have taken photos of each successful client I had in whatever packages I was offering, and I would have it say a 3-sentence or 3 sentences is enough, saying, hey, this is a great training and education. I invested into it. this is what I made from it, or this is how it changed my life. And I would have put them on the side of the room. So I'd have a minimum of 3 on each side of the room. This way, every day your customers and clients come into the ballroom, they're seeing the testimonials that have been created. The other thing is, during the breaks, when you take a break, you should have a testimonial loop playing of your client saying, I went through your training, it made me X, Y, Z. I went through your training, it took me to a whole nother level. I 10X my life, whatever it is. So those of you that are doing events out there, go to expertmentor.com, join our system. I'll teach you exactly what you need to know, how to run your events properly, how to get the most amount of conversions, create the packaging, and how to brand yourself, brand your products at the event. I hope this little bit of information helped you out. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.